Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Have you ever come across a 1980 USA 1-cent coin and wondered, is this worth more than just a penny? Well, today, we're diving deep into the history, circulated value, and key facts about this fascinating coin. Stay tuned because you might just have a hidden treasure in your pocket change. The 1980 Lincoln cent was minted during a time when the U.S. economy was dealing with inflation and rising metal costs. Since 1909, the Lincoln cent had been a staple of American currency, featuring the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor D. Brenner. But did you know that by the late 1970s and early 1980s, the cost of producing a penny was becoming a serious issue? Before 1982, these pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, meaning they contained real metal value. In fact, a 1980 Lincoln cent weighs 3.11 grams, unlike the post-1982 pennies, which are primarily zinc and weigh only 2.5 grams. The 1980 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Here's the breakdown of the mintages. Because of these high mintages, the 1980 penny is very common in circulation. But that doesn't mean they're all only worth 1 cent, some are worth more. When it comes to circulated 1980 pennies, their value mostly depends on condition. Here's a quick look at what you can expect, but what if you find a special variety or an error coin? That's where things get really exciting. Some 1980 pennies can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if they have rare minting errors. Here are a few key ones to look out for. Some 1980 pennies show doubling on the date or lettering, making them much more valuable. A strong DDO can fetch $100 or more. If you find a 1980 penny with an off-center strike, where part of the design is missing, it could be worth $50 to $500, depending on severity. A penny that was struck without the collar can appear wider and flatter. These can be worth $20 to $100. Small breaks in the die can leave raised marks on the coin, making them collectible. So next time you check your pocket change, make sure to look closely, especially at the mint mark and the lettering. If you have a regular 1980 penny, it's still a great piece of history to hold on to, especially if it's in better condition. But if you find an uncirculated or error coin, you might want to get it graded by a service like PCGS or NGC to determine its true value. Grading can increase a coin's resale value, especially if it's in mint state 65 or higher. Some top-graded 1980 pennies have sold for over $1,000 at auction. Alright, coin lovers, now you know all about the 1980 USA 1-cent coin. From its history to its value and rare errors, there's more to this penny than meets the eye. So, before you spend that change, check your pennies. You never know when you might find a hidden treasure. The 1980 Lincoln cent is part of the long-running Lincoln penny series, which has been in circulation since 1909. This series was first introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait rather than a symbolic figure. The design of the 1980 Lincoln cent follows the same pattern established in 1909. Features a right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The inscriptions include, "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" on the left side, the date 1980 on the right displays the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo, which replaced the original wheat ears design in 1959 for the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. It includes United States of America along the top 1 cent, at the bottom E Pluribus Unum above the Lincoln Memorial. The year 1980 was marked by economic turbulence in the United States, with high inflation rates and rising metal costs. The price of copper had increased significantly throughout the 1970s, leading to discussions about replacing the Lincoln cent's composition. At the time, the U.S. Mint was still producing pennies with a 95% copper and 5% zinc alloy, but this would change just 2 years later in 1982, when the composition shifted to zinc with a thin copper coating due to rising material costs. Another key event was the high production numbers of the 1980 penny, with billions minted to meet the increasing demand for small change in circulation. Despite its high mintage, certain rare errors and well-preserved examples from this year can hold significant value today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable 1980 penny. Until next time, happy collecting!